Good morning, my dear students. We are discussing Chapter 6 Portrait of an Artist, Wilson van Gogh. After taking a bold decision to become a full time painter, Wilson van drew a lot of pictures. And 2 years later, he moved to Arles in the south of France, where he hoped to found a community of artists. Wilson loved the rich colors and the bright sun of Arles and rented a house there. He invited Gauguin to join him. To decorate the house, he painted one of his best known series of paintings, Sunflowers. Van Gogh produced hundreds of paintings in Arles, sometimes painting masterpieces in a single day. But Van Gogh and Gauguin soon began to quarrel. One night, after another argument, Gauguin left the house, following which Van Gogh is said to have cut off his left ear. This version of events has, however, been doubted by researchers in recent years. Wilson loved the rich colors and the bright sun of his new place, and he rented a house there. He invited his friend to join him, and he decorated the house. In order to decorate that house, he used his own painting. He painted one of his best known series of paintings, Sunflowers, to decorate that house. When he was living in Arles, Wilson van produced hundreds of paintings. Sometimes he painted his best paintings in a single day. Van Gogh and Gauguin spent a lot of time in Arles, but soon they began to quarrel. One night, after another argument and fight, Gauguin left the house by saying that Wilson Gogh cut off his own ear. This whole quarrel and fightings is doubted by researchers in recent years. After the incident, Wilson van Gogh committed himself into a psychiatric institution in Saint-Rémy near Arles. He also painted self-portrait with bandaged ear, one of the most recognizable paintings today. In that mental hospital, he used the surrounding olive trees, cypresses, and cornfields as the subject of many of his paintings. In the following 2 years of his life, which were to be his last, he produced many of his best known works. They are characterized by swirls of colors, most recognizable in Starry Night. In the year he spent at Saint-Rémy, Van Gogh created over 100 works, including Irises and the Wheat Field series. These show an artist at the peak of his power. Irises sold for $53.9 million in 1987. Van Gogh had always worked with a sense of urgency, and in the months before his death, he is said to have made one painting a day. Gauguin said that Wilson van Gogh cut off his own ear. After that incident, he himself went to a psychiatric hospital in Saint-Rémy and admitted himself there. He painted his own self-portrait with bandaged ears. Because of that, we can say that that incident was true. When he was admitted in that mental hospital, he used his surrounding areas, the olive trees, cypresses, and cornfields as the subject of many of his paintings. After that, he lived only for 2 more years. During that time, he produced many of his best known works. The year that he spent in that mental hospital, he produced almost 100 works. One among them is Irises and the other is the Wheat Field. And in the months before his death, he made one painting a day. On 28 July 1890, 2 months after he left Saint-Rémy, Van Gogh committed suicide. He was only 37. Theo rushed to be at his brother's side during his last hours. Van Gogh's final works were reported to be The Sadness Will Last Forever. Theo, his own health broken, died 6 months later. Today, the two brothers lie buried side by side at Paris with identical tombstones. About a week after Wilson's death, Theo wrote to his sister Elizabeth about Van Gogh's artistic legacy. These are the words taken from the letter that Theo wrote to his sister Elizabeth. In the last letter which he wrote me, it says, I tried to do as well as certain painters whom I have greatly loved and admired. People should realize that he was a great artist, something which often coincides with being a great human being. In the course of time, this will surely be acknowledged, and many will regret his early death. Van Gogh's mother threw away a number of his paintings during his life and even after his death. It was thanks to Tho's wife, Jo van Gogh Bonger, that the world knows of Vincent today. Jo, who had always believed in Vincent's talent, collected all his paintings. In 1901, a landmark exhibition of a selection of these paintings in Paris brought him to the fore again. In 1914, she published a landmark 3-volume edition of the Letters to Theo. The letters speak of his journey as an artist and are a touching record of a man who struggled to live while being true to his beliefs. Vincent Van's brother, Tho's wife, Jo van Gogh Bonger, was the person who made Vincent Van a known person to the world. She collected all his painting series and published. She organized an exhibition, and she also published a 3-volume edition of the letters that Vincent Van wrote to Tho. So, by this landmark exhibition, which was organized in 1901, and a landmark publication in 1914, which she arranged, made the world wonder about Vincent Van's life and about his paintings. Dear students, try to find out the question answers and exercises and write that into copy. Thank you.